This season of the Creative Bean podcast is brought to you by the School of Communication Arts, which has just launched its SCA online portfolio, a brand new, fully online course designed to help more people break into the creative industries. Find out more at schoolcommunicationarts.com, and to enjoy a £500 discount, use our special code BOOM500 at checkout. Adrian Carroll was this week's guest on the Creative Bean podcast, and we brought him back for a little bonus round, the bit where we ask the questions that never usually make it into a formal interview. On Monday, we talked about what it takes to run a creative business for over 2 decades. Well, frankly, nearly 3 decades. Through the rise of the internet, the chaos of the financial crash, which I remember only too well, a global pandemic, and now the age of AI. My God, how have we survived? Adrian shared his thoughts on resilience, reinvention, and why embracing change beats clinging to the past. I mean, nostalgia is lovely, isn't it? But if you really want to get ahead, it's about facing the future head on, positively, optimistically, and with an open mind. But today we're switching gears from his most controversial creative opinion to the word that drives him mad, plus party tricks, random dreams, and the one ordinary day he'd relive all over again. This is Adrian Unplugged. Adrian, are you wearing a jumper?
It's a kind of short cardigan. What would that be? Would that be a shortigan? That sounds all sorts of wrong.
I'm wearing shorts. I've got my shorts. I've got my pins out.
It was really warm here yesterday, and it's just gone grey again. So no, it's bad. I'm sure I'm going to go into the studio after this, and I'm sure I'll still see people walking about in Glasgow with their tops off and taps off. That's what they call it in Glasgow, and shorts on.
We like to think that we're quite hardcore in the Northwest, but I mean, we're nothing compared to the Scots.
Well, I mean, you see a lot of stuff that nobody should have to look at. That's the other way of looking at it.
What, have you been to Manchester on a sunny day? It's quite a spectacle.
I think Manchester's a fantastic city. I'm sure.
It's great.
I'm sure. Yeah, I do. I like it. Manchester and Glasgow are actually pretty similar.
Oh, they're brilliant cities.
I've always felt at home whenever I've been in Manchester. You just get a sense of it. When you're there, it's like this is just like Glasgow.
I have a confession to make, Adrian. I've never been to Glasgow.
Well, you'll need to right that wrong then. And you'll need to let us know when you're coming up.
I will, I promise. I've got a friend who runs a studio up that way. Well, it's not a studio. It's like an interiors and architects library called Material Source.
Yeah, we hired one of their meeting spaces for a client meeting at Christmas.
So you'll know
fantastic.
Them.
Yeah, it was fantastic. So there you go. There's an advert for them, a client testimonial or whatever. Really, really cool space.
I will come up because the lovely chaps at Jam Hot keep trying to get me to come up to Edinburgh. I think they're based in Edinburgh, so I will come and do a whistle stop tour.
They're in Glasgow as well.
Are they?
Yeah, they're in Glasgow as well. They're in Glasgow. Unless they've moved. No, they're in Glasgow as well. So you can.
So Glasgow's the cool place. It's where all the creatives are.
I mean, I like to think so, but.
Oh, it's a beautiful city from what I've seen. So, yes, we'll put a date in the diary. Now, we're going to start off with a rather interesting question on this episode of The Spark. Don't know what you've let yourself in for, Adrian. What is your most controversial creative opinion?
So, I had a think about this, and what I settled on was that sometimes the logo needs to be bigger.
Can you explain that for people who might not understand that?
So there's a kind of common design joke, which is about clients asking designers to make the logo bigger. It's that thing about, yeah, I like it, but can you make the logo bigger? And there's memes about it online and things like that. But there are instances when the logo does need to be bigger. So I think among designers, that's probably fairly controversial.
Oh, yes. That'll have people really rattled up. I mean, goodness me. Very controversial. Okay, so what is the best piece of advice you've ever received?
So I've got three for this. If that's okay.
Yeah, no,
So
go far away.
I said to you before, when we set up, we were told surround yourself with good people and treat them well, and that's sound advice. That works really well. My dad actually, he always said to me, write a list of all the things that you have to do in a day, and do the hardest one first, because after that everything else gets easier, and that's true. It's sound advice. He was also fond of saying, get your finger out your arse and just get on with it. So those are the kind of three pieces of advice that constantly stay with me. You know.
Oh, what did your dad do for a living?
He was in sales. So yeah.
Oh, yeah, great. So you would have learned quite a few things off him.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Derek. He's still with us.
He's still with us. Sorry, Derek. He's still alive. He's still alive, everyone.
he's going to be 80 on the 2nd of June. So happy
birthday, Mr.
Yeah,
Carroll. Oh, lovely, lovely. And does he live nearby?
Yeah, I'm not too far away. They're about him and my mum are about half an hour away, so they're pretty close by. We still see them a lot.
Do you go for a pint with him? Go and watch the match or anything like that?
No, it's more. We've got out for dinner with him from time to time, and he's more of a red wine man than a pint man.
Oh, okay, very sophisticated.
He's more of a red wine drinker.
Noted. Oh, lovely. A little insight into your world there. Now, I can't imagine you take many holidays, but what's your favourite place to visit in the world?
Well, we're going to Japan in June for the first time. So I am hoping it's going to be Japan. I've heard nothing but good things. I've never been before, but I'm hoping Japan. So,
are you going just to Tokyo, or are you doing a bit of a tour?
No, we're going to Tokyo for 4 days, and then we get the train down to Hiroshima for 2 days, and then we get the train to Kyoto for, I think, 6 days.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Back. So yeah, I've been getting loads of recommendations off for people, so I'm starting to build an itinerary of things to see and stuff to do. So I'm really looking forward to it.
It's really funny because I've done a couple of these sparks now, and Japan keeps coming up again and again. It's a special place, and I can understand why us creatives are curious and yeah.
Oh, it looks amazing, and I think it looks like I'm going to get you get the best of the big city, and then the kind of the more serene side of it as well. And yeah, I know a number of people that have been there, and yeah, everybody just has amazing things to say about it. So I'm hoping Japan. And I'm probably actually the only creative maybe in the world that hasn't been to Barcelona. Never been to Barcelona. That seems to be where
I haven't.
Goes.
Maybe we should.
Have you not?
Maybe we should go. Let's go to OFF next year, you and I.
That's it. So just there, my entire Instagram feed was full of just everyone was off.
I know, those bastards. They were so like, I've just come back from a wonderful time at OFF in Barcelona. It was so amazing. I met so many beautiful people. I'm like, oh, shut up. my writer Abby went. She had a great time. And I say my writer, she's not my writer, one of our lovely writers who happens to be writing for us, which I'm very grateful for. And she had a blast. I was going to go, but I wasn't quite well enough to put it down. And honestly, Adrian, this is the second year in a row that I've had to turn down press passes for Glastonbury.
Oh, wow. I've never been there either, actually, but I wouldn't say no to a press pass.
I know.
That would be fantastic.
Backstage and all. Like 18 months, I have seen other people have the most fabulous time going on holidays, going places. I'm like, you can all fuck off, okay? Sorry for swearing. But no, it's not. It's nice to see. So maybe we put a right to that wrong and go to OFF next year.
I think we'll definitely need to go at some point.
And then we'll get our own back, Adrian, and I'll take my really posh camera. I've got one of these little DJI things. I'll break you out of your comfort zone. We'll do lots of pieces to camera going, me and Adrian are in Barcelona. We're having the most amazing time, bitches. We'll just do it. We'll say, and you losers are back in the UK. Oh, God, I went a bit Trump then. God, you losers. Losers. Right, next question. I told you would make me behave disgracefully. What book, film or album do you always return to and why?
So albums, definitely albums. I'm split between Right Sock's Melody M. I don't know if you've heard that.
Rykesop. Yeah.
Is that
God,
how
yeah.
Is it Rykesop? Sorry.
I don't know how to pronounce it. Oh, don't look at me. I'm not an expert.
Melody M. I think it was 1999 that it came out, actually. And it's always been one that's fantastic. And
they're great.
Blue Lines by Massive Attack is the other one that I always come back to as well.
Massive Attack. Oh, that is our era, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just, I mean, they both really stand up. They're just absolute classic albums, I think.
The big wheel keeps on turning. Oh, dear. I really have to stop singing. I don't want to torture my listeners, but...
You've got a voice that's okay to be heard singing. Me, not so much, I don't think, I'll just listen to it.
I got somebody to play the guitar the other day, so that was good.
All right, okay. Who was that?
Michael Johnson of Johnson Banks.
Johnson Banks. Yeah, that was good, actually. Yeah.
Yes, he got out his blues guitar. Very cool. I was like, go on then. He was like, what? Now? Yeah, now. Go on. It'll be fun.
That was a good episode, actually. He's a really interesting guy,
He's lovely. Very, very gentle and unassuming and full of wisdom. I really liked his shirt. This is my problem, Adrian. I really like men's clothing. It had a very kind of Japanese style feel. So I was asking him where he got it from. And then I realised when I put them on, it just makes me look enormous and it's not right for my body shape. I just want to dress like a boy. Where's your shortigan from? That is lovely.
Well, do the advert, I'm allowed to say. It's a label called Oliver Spencer. I don't know if you've ever seen this stuff.
Yeah,
it's not the cheapest, but no. I think I've had this for about 5 or 6 years.
Yeah,
and
by
I wear
quality.
it fairly religiously. So, I always think that the value of an item of clothes, this is what I say to Debbie, my wife, I always say, the value of an item of clothes, you divide the cost by the amount of times you wear it, and that gives you the value of it. So it's okay to invest in more expensive pieces if you're going to get the wear out of them. That's what I believe.
I'm not going to tell you how many bags and shoes I've got.
But as long as you wear them.
I do. I've got them from years because we're probably going into very silly territory here, but I've got very large, wide feet for a woman. So if I come across shoes in my size, I will buy them in every colour and then store them in my wardrobe. And they do come out. They do get worn. I promise you. But girl needs options.
That's it. As long as you're wearing them, that's cool.
Okay.
That's the main thing.
Noted. What's a completely random dream you've had recently or one you never forgot?
I don't even know if this is a great anecdote, but I remember when I was like a little boy, so primary school, kind of having this dream that I had all this gold, like I found all this gold and thinking I was rich, and then waking up in the morning and like not being able to quite cope with the fact that, I wanted to dive back into the dream. I was absolutely gutted that, I didn't have all this gold. I don't know why. I might have been watching a film or something like that, but it's a kind of strange thing.
Maybe it was Lost Cities of Gold. Do you remember that?
Could have been. Yep, I remember that. I might have been watching that, but I thought I was rich, and then I woke up, and it turns out that no, just the usual,
Evil AI says it's a growing sense of confidence or inner wealth, a desire for security, success, or recognition. Or perhaps you're uncovering something valuable within yourself, like untapped talent, wisdom, or creativity.
Back when I was 6, who would have thought that I was that deep?
You see, I remember a dream I had when I was 6, and I was in the garage of our house, very, very kind of vivid dream, and it was sunny outside, and my mum and dad were in the kitchen packing for a picnic. We were going on a picnic. I remember this dream, honestly. And I would walk out of the garage into this sort of, I think it was like a shared driveway with other neighbours, and the sky would darken, grey clouds would come in, thunderstorm would sort of come in, and then there'd be these spikes of forked lightning that would come down, clap down, and leave animals like a giraffe, an elephant, a tiger, and they all had really distorted black eyes and fangs and really evil. But as soon as I ran back into the garage, the sun would come out, they'd all disappear, and I'd hear my mum saying, "Come on, Katie, it's time to go."
That's vivid. That's vivid and detailed as well. You know, you should ask AI what that means.
I daren't, because it might bring up some sort of childhood trauma.
Yeah, maybe best not. Don't ask.
I really want to know what films and cartoons were on at that time, because I feel like when you're a kid, it's always related to something that you've seen.
Totally. Yeah. And there was some stuff that was really freaky that we used to have on TV. Do you remember? Do you ever remember Noseybonk from the Tony Hart thing at all?
Yeah.
Noseybonk. I mean, that was just like terrifying. You know,
Noseybonk.
Noseybonk. It was like a guy with a big white nose. And he had a kind of fake face.
Noseybonk.
Yeah. He was terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
Oh my God.
And then, do you remember? You must have watched Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yes.
The child catcher.
Oh, he was awful.
I think I'm still scared of the child catcher. Honestly, that was terrifying.
I'm looking up all these things now. Oh yeah, he was awful with the big hat.
Yeah.
Played by Robert Helpman.
Yeah,
he was great.
Apparently, a ballet dancer. He was a trained ballet dancer, and apparently,
that will make sense.
The carriage that he rides tipped over at one point during filming, and he was able to kind of leap off it and land gracefully. I don't know whether that's true or not, but that's what I've heard.
Oh, God, all the things that we were exposed to as children. Do you think this is part of the reason why we've survived and kept going in business?
It makes you more resilient. If you can get through Noseybonk and the child catcher, you can get through pretty much anything. That's what it is.
Not like these generations below us who are all snowflakes.
I'm not getting into that.
I did not. I'm just joking. I'm being ironic. But yeah, I think the internet and social media certainly opened up the eyes of parents below ours. And showed that the world could actually be quite dangerous because it's full of child catchers and what's he called? Thingy-bonk.
Noseybonk. That's
Noseybonk. Oh, God. It's a good job I don't have children, Adrian. I mean, goodness me. I'd just sit them down and say, right, you're gonna have some lessons here. We're going to watch Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. We're going to watch all these stranger danger information. You're going to have an irrational fear of anything to do with electric pylons and railway lines for the rest of your life.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming back here now, like stranger danger. I remember that. I remember that well. Don't go with a stranger.
Don't take any sweeties.
No. Do you know, I remember walking to school one day and it was tipping down of rain, right? And this was secondary school, so I think I was about 13 at the time. And a guy pulled up in his car and said, "Do you want a lift to school?" Right? And I froze momentarily and then went, "No, I'm all right." And off I went in the soaking rain. Now, I don't know whether that was just somebody being genuinely kind or not, but stranger danger. There you go. It worked.
It worked. We could have. This conversation might never have happened.
Exactly.
Oh, bless you. Yeah, I mean, they did have to teach us. And what was the other one? The litter campaign. Pick it up, take it home, things like that.
Without one, it sounds like a right old person. I think we could do another one of those. You know, it's like keep it and tidy. Because the amount of litter you see kicking about, you know. Anyway, I know I'm saying my age here, but. You know.
Do you litter pick? I if I'm walking back from town and I see things on the I just pick them up, the little run. It's the school kids. They just throw things.
No. I think that's a great thing that you do. But no, I don't. I'm just here to moan about it.
I have to wash my hands every time I come in. I wash my hands.
Definitely.
I love it. I'm becoming a right old person. Okay. If you could relive one completely ordinary day from your life exactly as it was, which day would you choose?
Well, it could really be kind of any of them. I love doing nothing in particular. Right? See a day. I never really get a day where I get to do not much, but I'm honestly at my happiest when I'm at home. Debbie's here, both of the boys, the dog, and we're not really doing too much. But I do remember one kind of sort of coming towards the end of lockdown, and I was working late, and we had the fire on, and after I finished working late, I came through, they were all going to bed, and I ended up, I couldn't go to sleep because, you'd been working all day, you were kind of wild. So I ended up putting that film, The Gentleman, on. Do you remember that? Have you ever seen that? Yeah. And getting a couple of whiskies, and I absolutely loved that film. It kind of had me from the get-go. Somebody recommended it to me. I hadn't thought much about it, and then I sat down to watch it alone, and it just grabbed my attention. And like that happens sometimes with. It happened recently. There was a film, Sisu, on Netflix. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like a Finnish kind of Quentin Tarantino film. It's really, really good. I think just that thing about stumbling across something that just, that you love without expecting to find, to end up doing that. So, yeah, either of those two nights would work for me, or that type of night. That's perfect.
Sounds ideal. Have you seen the YouTube video that you can get of Ron Swanson sitting by a fire and just sipping whiskey every now and again, and it goes on for about 5 hours?
I haven't seen that.
It's brilliant. Sometimes, I think sometimes I just put it on. So there's 10 hours of Ron Swanson drinking, how do I pronounce it? Lagavulin?
Lagavulin, yeah.
Yeah, by a fire. So in winter, me and Tom like to put that on in the background. Just when we're cooking dinner.
I could do that. It could keep me company at night if I'm sitting there on my own having a whiskey. Me and Ron having a whiskey together. That sounds good.
It's great. He just sits there and is just staring at the screen. So he's sort of like there in the room with you. You could have a little chat with him. Say, how you doing, Ron? Oh, bless. Right. Which word gets on your nerves the most?
So I'm not a big fan of the phrase reach out. This has been shown my age here. Reach out. I don't know why people can't just say, I'll email them, or I'll get in touch with them.
I'll reach out to you.
Yeah, reach out. I don't know why. It reminds me of that Four Tops song, Reach Out.
Reach out.
Exactly.
I'll be there. Oh, no, that's something else.
And I'm not a fan of the word manifest either. When people talk about manifesting things, it's like if I think about it enough, it'll happen. It won't happen by thinking about it. You actually have to go and do the thing. So you
have to pull your finger out. You have to get crack on.
Out. Exactly. Go and do it. Don't sit and think about it. So reach out and manifest are two words that they just not for me.
Duly noted. Let the banter begin. When I follow up with an email saying, Adrian, we're gonna put out I'm gonna manifest this podcast. I'm reaching out just to say, and that's a word I don't like, just, and I say it all the bloody time, and I'm trying to stamp it out. Just so you know is one of my, gives me the, just so you know. It's so laced with passive aggression. Just so you know. Oh, just so I know. Right. Okay. Fuck off. We're ending on a fun one. I'm curious about this. Do you have a party trick?
Yes. Right. I was thinking about this. I can balance pretty much anything on my head. Right. So, like jugs, fruit bowls. I'm not going to do it just now because it will fall off. But
Michael Johnson played his guitar.
No, I can't, honestly, I don't have anything to hand that I can put in my head. But
Christine Smith cried like a baby.
If you come to Glasgow, we can prepare a selection of things which I will balance on my head for you. Debbie has walked into the living room and found me with like cups of tea on my head watching the TV and stuff like that. I've got a good shaped head for balance and stuff on. That's my party trick, but I can't do it just now. I'm not prepped. I need to get something.
When we're in Barcelona, we will balance a pint of cider on your head and see how long it lasts.
Jugs of sangria, all sorts of stuff. That's fine. And I can walk about while I'm doing it as well. I can move about quite freely, so I'd be fine with it.
That's undiscovered talent right there. I love that we're joined by your dog now. We've had a little break and we've brought in, what is his name?
Ringo, as in Ringo Starr, like the Beatles. It was my son that named him. It was my oldest boy, Sam. He's a big Beatles fan. So, Ringo.
I feel like I've been with you on a journey since you've had this little pup. He's a good boy. You're a good boy.
We actually got him like the day that they were locking down the schools. That's what we'd put into him like ages before, and then he was born, and that's when we picked him up. We thought, Jesus, what we're doing? Like, we don't know anything about dogs, but he's been great, haven't you? You've been great, haven't you? Eh? And now look,
I love seeing blokes with their dogs. You all turn into big softies.
You're a creative boom star, aren't you? Look, you're an internet sensation now.
He's gorgeous. He's got more hair than you.
That wouldn't be hard. That wouldn't be hard.
Our previous guest, Emma Barrett, from Wolf Olands, I hope I said that correctly. I always get it wrong. She asked, if you could steal one creative idea from history and claim it as your own, what would it be?
So I wanted to do something really highbrow just to sound as if I was like really intelligent and fancy, but I couldn't think of anything. So the thing that I would like most to have done is I would have written Star Wars. That's what I would do. Could you imagine being the guy or woman that wrote Star Wars? How cool would that have been?
It would have been amazing. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that would be it. That's what it would be.
You wouldn't be working at D8. You'd be living off the royalties. You'd be living it up.
I mean, I could get D8 to do, like, I don't know, design the next Stormtrooper's helmet or something like that.
So if there's a fancy dress day at Off in Barcelona next year, you're going as Darth Vader and I'm going to go as the chap from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, just to scare you.
There you go. That's it. It's a Star Wars combo. Yeah, no, that sounds good.
Now, we always get our guests each week to provide a question for our next guest. Do you have one in mind?
I do, yes. I would like to know, what's the worst piece of work you've ever done and why?
Oh, that's cruel, Adrian. I love it. Well, we will find out the answer to that next week. And in the meantime, Adrian, this has been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thanks for tuning in to The Spark with Adrian Carroll. And honestly, who knew we'd end up talking about balancing things on his head? I love that we got to meet his little dog as well. So cute. Huge thanks again to Adrian for being such a good sport, and to our sponsor, the School of Communication Arts, for supporting this season of the Creative Boom podcast. We'll be back on Monday with a brand new guest. Until then, take care and enjoy your weekend.